ท่านนะคะ Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone to Creative Thailand Symposium. And today, it's such an honor for me, ป่านละภาสุรจลัด to be the host of the event. Creative Thailand Symposium is a seminar or the creative seminar where creative thinkers from various fields and various locations all around the world are coming together to share their idea and to exchange their idea regarding how creativity can drive business. และในวันนี้นะคะท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านนะคะป่านรับภาสุรจลัดขอต้อนรับทุกท่านนะคะเข้าสู่การสัมมนาเชิงวิชาการนะคะซึ่ง Creative Symposium ของเรานะคะมีขึ้นตั้งแต่วันที่19ตุลาคมนะคะจนมาถึงวันนี้วันที่22และจะมีวันสุดท้ายในวันพรุ่งนี้วันที่23ตุลาคมด้วยกันงานของเรานะคะเป็นการสัมมนาในเรื่องที่หลายๆท่านเนี่ยอาจจะสนใจคือเรื่องของธุรกิจที่เป็นเชิงความคิดสร้างสรรค์นั่นเองนะคะซึ่งเราก็ได้รวบรวมนักคิดนักสร้างสรรค์นะคะจากหลากหลายสาขาแล้วก็จากทั่วโลกเลยก็ว่าได้ค่ะมารวมตัวกันเพื่อแลกเปลี่ยนไอเดียรวมถึงหาโอกาสนะคะให้กับทุกท่านเนี่ยมาลองคิดกันว่ามุมไหนนะที่เรายังไม่เคยพูดถึงมุมไหนที่เราจะสามารถหาโอกาสให้กับธุรกิจของเราได้ซึ่งใครนะคะที่ต้องการจะทราบเกี่ยวกับข้อมูลต่างๆหรือว่าสนใจว่าวันพรุ่งนี้เนี่ยจะมีเรื่องราวอะไรเกิดขึ้นสามารถเข้าไปดูได้ค่ะที่ www.creativethailand.net นั่นเองค่ะแล้ววันนี้ค่ะท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านนะคะเราจะมาพูดถึงเรื่องของคอนเทนต์ของเราบ้างดีกว่าวันนี้นะคะอย่างที่ทราบกันก็คือหัวข้อในการสัมมนาคือเรื่องของ Human Solutions นะคะหรือที่เราเรียกกันว่าธุรกิจผู้ประกอบการเพื่อสังคมค่ะคือหลายๆครั้งนะคะสมัยนี้เนี่ยเราจะเริ่มเห็นกันว่าการทำโฆษณาหรือว่าคลิปไวรัลต่างๆเนี่ยที่มีการทำอะไรบางอย่างที่ทำให้เรารู้สึกว่าถูกปลุกระดมในเรื่องของการหันมารับผิดชอบสังคมกันมากขึ้นหรือแม้กระทั่งอีเวนต์หรือผลิตภัณฑ์หลายๆอย่างนะคะที่มุ่งเน้นการให้ความสุขกับสังคมหรือการให้ความสุขกับเพื่อนมนุษย์เนี่ยมากกว่าการหาแบบผลกำไรให้กับธุรกิจของเราเพียงอย่างเดียวตอนนี้นะคะถือว่าโมเดลทางธุรกิจแบบนี้เนี่ยกำลังมาแรงมากๆหลายๆท่านเนี่ยเวลาได้ชมคลิปพวกนี้หรือว่าโฆษณาต่างๆเนี่ยก็เริ่มรู้สึกแล้วว่าจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยธุรกิจแบบนี้เนี่ยเขาทำเพื่ออะไรหรือว่าเขาทำยังไงและทำแล้วได้อะไรนะคะวันนี้เนี่ยถือว่าเราก็ได้รับเกียรติจากดีไซเนอร์นะคะทั้ง5ท่านที่จะมาแลกเปลี่ยนเรื่องราวเบื้องหลังของเขาเนี่ยว่าเขาทำยังไงกันแล้ววันนี้เนี่ยเรามาดูรายชื่อกันก่อนดีกว่าค่ะว่ามีใครบ้างนะคะสำหรับท่านแรกค่ะที่มาเป็นสปีกเกอร์ของเราในวันนี้ค่ะได้แก่คุณมิกซ์ทีกนะคะทีเบรักมาจากบุกรุก Urban Art Festival ค่ะและท่านที่2ค่ะคุณนพนีรารักษาสุขนะคะจากยินดีดีไซน์ค่ะท่านที่3ค่ะคุณสุรเสกยุทธิวัฒน์นะคะจาก Tomorrow นั่นเองค่ะและท่านที่4ค่ะคุณทรงกรดบางยี่ขันจากอเดค่ะและท่านสุดท้ายในวันนี้ค่ะคุณสาธิตจันทวีวัฒน์นะคะจาก J Walter Thompson Bangkok นั่นเองแล้ววันนี้นะคะที่สำคัญเนี่ยป่านไม่ได้มาคนเดียวนะคะได้รับเกียรตินะคะจากเมื่อกี้เนี่ยจะเห็นผู้ชายคนนี้นะคะในคลิปเต็มไปหมดเลยนะคะสำหรับคุณประธานธีรธาดาบรรณาธิการบริหารนิตยสาร Art 4D จะมาเป็นโมเดเลเตอร์ของเราในวันนี้ขอเสียงปรบมือให้พี่ประธานด้วยค่ะ
วันที่4แล้วนะครับของ Creative Thailand ของเราตั้งแต่วันแรกที่ผ่านมานะครับถ้าเกิดใครมาคงจะทราบว่าวันแรกเราก็จะพูดถึงเรื่อง Revolution 4.0 นะครับซึ่งก็จะเป็นธีมสำคัญในการจัดงาน Creative Thailand ครั้งนี้ที่เราพยายามจะนำนโยบาย Thailand 4.0 ของทางรัฐบาลนะครับมานำเสนอในเรื่องราวต่างๆนะครับวันที่2เนี่ยเราขยับมาพูดถึงเรื่องตลาดที่เป็นผู้สูงอายุนะครับก็จะมีธุรกิจต่างๆที่เกี่ยวกับ Creative Aging นะครับแล้วก็เมื่อวานนี้เองก็จะเป็นเรื่องของสตาร์ทอัพทั้งหมดเราใช้ชื่อ BUKRUK นะครับสำหรับวันนี้เราใช้ว่า Human Solution ซึ่งจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยเราเลือกที่จะไม่ใช้คำว่า Social Enterprise หรือว่าธุรกิจเพื่อสังคมโดยตรงนะครับเพราะเราเห็นว่าเราอยากจะพูดถึงเรื่องความสัมพันธ์นะครับระหว่างผลิตภัณฑ์หรืองานบริการที่เกิดขึ้นกับตัวผู้สร้างแล้วก็ผู้ใช้นะครับวันนี้เรามีนักสร้างสรรค์มาหลายแบบนะครับมีตั้งแต่คนทำงานด้านวัฒนธรรมคนออกแบบผลิตภัณฑ์นักโฆษณานักทำไวรัลนะครับบรรณาธิการนิตยสารด้วยซึ่งแต่ละท่านเนี่ยก็จะมีมุมมองในเรื่องของ ความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างยูเซอร์กับผู้สร้างสรรค์ในมุมมองต่างๆนะครับท่านแรกเลยเนี่ยเป็นคนทำงานด้านวัฒนธรรมนะครับซึ่งผมคิดว่าเขามีความสำคัญในเรื่องของการเชื่อมโยงสังคมที่มีมนุษย์เป็นพื้นฐานเนี่ยครับเข้ากับเมืองเข้ากับโดยใช้ศิลปะเนี่ยเป็นตัวเชื่อมโยงนะครับขอแนะนำให้พบกับท่านแรกเลยนะครับคุณมิตรทริกทิเบลักครับจากตูดยุงแกลเลอรี่ครับ
Hello? Yes, it works. Thank you very much for having me here today. I am very honored to present who I am. And today I wanted to share with you what led me to become a curator, the creator of the Toot Gallery and Art Center, and also the director of one of the most celebrated arts festival in Bangkok, the BUKRUK Urban Arts Festival. Now, when I came to Bangkok 10 years ago, I recently graduated as an art student, and as many art students, I was a bit lost in a new city, a new continent. I never knew Asia before, and I started looking for a job. And I was very lucky to be recruited by the Alliance Française, where I served for 3 years as a cultural agent. So this is where basically I got all my skills as an event organizer. We used to organize classical music concerts, but also jazz in the park, exhibitions, all sorts of very creative things. And it was very fun. I learned to get along with Thai people. I started really appreciating them. And over the 3 years, I used to go a lot to art openings. And there I met a group of Thai artists that really shook me up. And I began to be very interested in what they were doing, especially one artist named Tawan Watuya. And he convinced me to help him to put up his first show. So after 3 years at Alliance Française, I decided to quit my job as I was getting bored of going to the same office every day. I wanted to break free, to have more independence. And so I auto-proclaimed myself to be a curator. And this is simply how I became a curator. Sometimes people ask me, oh, you're so lucky, how can you become a curator? I just answer them, you just proclaim yourself to be a curator and you can do it. So this was my first show in 2007. It was a very provocative show because Tawan is a very provocative artist. He is very politically engaged, which was very interesting. And he tackled many taboos in this exhibition about politics, about gender, about sexuality, many things that were flirting with censorship. And we were very proud to open this exhibition. And it quickly became a bit the talk of the town. We had a huge article in the Bangkok Post with many pictures. And actually it was a great success because we made it a real event. We really wanted to drag a maximum of people, even people who were not interested in art, but we wanted to raise their curiosity to come to see art just for the fun of it, for the sake of it, and to understand why it is so interesting. And so since this exhibition, I started curating many, many more. Actually, I never stopped curating exhibitions since this exhibition. And I began having a sort of a trademark. My trademark was anything related to erotic art and anything that would push a bit the boundaries and shake up a bit the art scene in Bangkok. So I worked a lot with Tawan Watuya, and I still work with him a lot. we've evolved, of course, and we became a bit more mature. This was an exhibition I put up in the Gossip Gallery at the time with a fashion photographer, Tadavarish, who I really appreciate the work as well. This was a very private collection of erotic nudes that he made when he was in the States. And so again, we were very happy to surprise and even shock people sometimes. But the crowd was getting bigger and bigger, and we were getting quite some recognition, and everybody would show up to our events, even if it was just to have a drink in good company. Then later, of course, I gained some maturity, and I started to have a name as a curator, and I worked on several shows with the Tang Gallery, which is a very well-established gallery in Bangkok and also in China. Here in 2009, I set up an exhibition for Thai sculptor Haritorn Akarapat, who is now my husband. I am very proud to say it. This was a beautiful showcase of some bronze sculptures he made. The show was named Lapse of Memory. It was very sophisticated and beautiful. So as I told you, Taiwan also gained some maturity over the time. And we opened this beautiful solo exhibition again in Tang Gallery, which was a great success for him and for me. Okay. So this show was called Uniform Uniformity. And it talked about how Thai people in society wear uniforms and how they like to be unified by certain events, by a certain social class, and how we can easily recognize them from being part of a certain social class, let's say. Sorry. Okay. And even if I didn't have any gallery to hire me to do the curator, I would make some pop-up exhibitions in more unconventional places. For instance, here I opened a group exhibition. It was co-curated with Lole, the Thai artist, who I really like too. And it was in the restaurant of a friend who had this empty room that we occupied with this beautiful exhibition. This was a show I put up in an antique house. A friend of mine who had this amazingly beautiful Thai traditional tech house, which served as an antique shop and a cafe. And so I blended in some modern and contemporary artworks. Oops. This is a pop-up space I created for the Exotissimo travel agency. They wanted to promote Thailand as a cultural destination. So I really loved the concept, and I worked with them for quite some time. And I organized maybe 3 or 4 shows in this little pop-up space. Here is a beautiful exhibition by Thai painter Pakitsin Waramit that I really love. You will see later on. I worked a lot with him. This again is a show by Haritorn Akarapat, this time showing glow-in-the-dark paintings. And I used to live at the time in Suan Pru, Soi 1. And at the end of my soi, there was this French restaurant. And I would always go and hang out with the owner. And he told me, hey, Mimi, we have an empty space upstairs. Please come and you can do whatever you want. So I was super happy. I created, again, a pop-up space, an exhibition space, where I usually presented foreign photographers. And even when I was going on holiday to see my family back in France, I would never go alone. I would always take a bunch of Thai artists, their wives and friends, and I would drag them to as many museums as possible until their feet ached. And when I was in France, I always took the opportunity to try and organize exhibitions of Thai artists to promote the contemporary arts in Thailand that is very unknown in Europe. Now it's beginning to be very well known, but 10 years ago, well, even 5 years ago, it was not very well known. So this, for example, is an exhibition I put up in the 59 Rivoli, which is one of the oldest squats in Paris. It was great fun to organize this because it dragged all the local community of Thai people, and they were so nice. They immediately asked, can we give a hand? We want to help out. We want to promote Thailand. And as you can see, I even had 2 lovely ladies making somtam for the opening. And again, even when I didn't have a decent gallery to put up a show, I would just put up a show anywhere people wanted to see art. This is at a friend's house who is a French painter and who, we occupied his garden to make a little pop-up show of Thai artists. This is a church in the south of France, 12th century church. Very popular show again. And finally, in 2010, a friend of mine told me that she was going to open up a bookshop and a cafe with her Thai husband, who is a writer. And they invited me to open a space. So this is my first ever official Toot gallery. And I would keep this name for a very long time afterwards. We did a lot of exhibitions in this space, but also poetry reading, concerts, slams, many things. Again, we went a bit freaky and had crazy events. This is a beautiful performance by French artist Scal. I love this artist. And we had, of course, many exhibitions. This upstairs is a young lady I really love. Her name is Piarat Piapongwiwat. And I'm very proud to say this was her first show in Thailand. Actually, her first show ever. It was a show about gender. And she took photographies of homosexual couples in Bangkok, which was a bit taboo at the time. And now I'm very proud to say she's become a very well-known contemporary artist. In 2012, my friends moved away to Chiang Mai. And unfortunately, I was homeless, but I didn't give up. I imagined a huge retrospective for the artist Pakitsim Waramit in the National Gallery. I knew at this time that it was the La Fête Festival coming. And so I went to see the cultural attaché of the French embassy and asked him if we could just include this exhibition in the communication of the La Fête Festival. And it was very efficient. It really made this exhibition gain a wider audience. So here you see we had La Crème de la Crème at the opening. It was fantastic. And the show was absolutely a great success. He gained many new collectors that still collect him today. And I gained, of course, a bigger name and a bigger reputation. And this is how this same cultural attaché from the French embassy gave me a call and asked me, Mimi, would you like to organize something that could reflect in a cultural event the European countries all together? I said, of course. And this is when I came up with the idea of the first BUKRUK Street Art Festival, which happened in 2013. And I am very proud to say we were the first to create a street art festival in Bangkok. We successfully gathered 30 artists from Europe and Thailand. Here you see a few. I will not tell the names of everybody, it's going to be too long. But some of these walls are still up. We had walls, we put up a huge exhibition in the BACC, who was one of our partners. It was a real flea market. Like we had T-shirts, skateboards, little plush toys, everything. And actually this exhibition really worked. It attracted so many young people, students. I really loved the crowd. It was so different from, you know, regular exhibitions in contemporary art spaces. It was more dynamic. And of course, we covered up a lot of walls, over 2,000 square meters, I think, in Siam Square, in Ratchathewi, in front of the BACC. Yeah, many of those walls are still up there, not yet faded away. And of course, we had a big opening night. We gathered around 1,000 people, and we proposed a hip-hop battle, some live music and DJs, and a projection mapping. Now, again, this festival made me quite famous in the art scene, and this is when I met a French businessman who was very rich, and he asked me, would you like to open an art center that would be financed by me? I said, well, yes, of course I would. And so I started working on a business plan of what would be my ideal art center, like a little oasis. And during 6 months, I supervised the renovation of an old bar in Ekamai. And finally, we opened the Toot Art Center in Ekamai Soi 2. So the way I imagined it was on the top floor, there was an artist residency. An artist residency, and we also provided workshops. There was a room for making prints and producing handmade books, etc. And on the ground floor, we had a boutique selling all the objects we were making in the art studio. We also had like a bar where we organized a lot of parties, but also movie screening nights and concerts and even theater. But of course, the heart of the space was the gallery. Oh, somebody is telling me my time is up already. I'm so sorry, it's like half of my presentation. What shall I do? Huh? Go on? I'm so sorry. Time flies. Okay, anyways, we had so many exhibitions, brilliant ones in this space. Again, Tawan Watuya, Tada Heng Sapkun, Tika from Switzerland, so many artists from so many places in the world. It was an absolutely fantastic time. But all good things come to an end, and my financial partners got a bit angry at me because I was leading this art center as if it was mine and mine only, which I was thinking, but they got angry at me and they decided to close down my space. So I was really, really depressed and angry. For a few weeks, I didn't go out of my bed. And then one beautiful morning, I got an email from the European Union telling me, are you planning to organize another BUKRUK festival? So I woke up and I thought, of course, yeah, this is what I have to do. And so I called my colleague, Nico, who is the co-organizer of the festival. And I told him, okay, Nico, we have 1 month to organize the best festival ever for Bangkok. And we did. So on the 23rd of January of this year, we opened the BUKRUK 2 Urban Arts Festival, and it was a tremendous success. We dragged over 2,000 people for the opening night. We had 18 bands and DJs from all over Europe and Southeast Asia. It was a fabulous day. We had numerous opening exhibitions with many gallery partners all over BUKRUK. This is the Bridge Art Space. This here is the Serindia Gallery. Next we have P. Tendercool, a beautiful space in Charoen Krung. This was a double opening in Soy Sauce Factory and Speedy Grandma. This was the final opening in the Jam Factory of 2 French artists. And on this same night, we had an animation night as well. Whoops, yes, along with a pop-up market. Well, let's go through. And all along the festival, we had a mobile print shop following every single event. It was great. We were selling posters, silk screen prints, toys, and we even had walk-in workshops for people who wanted to be introduced of silk screen. But of course, the heart of the festival was the walls that are still up here today. You can go and visit them anytime. This is a beautiful piece by Roa from Belgium. He is extremely famous. We were very happy to have him. It's in Tanon Songwat, and it's facing this amazing piece by Ariz, who is from Barcelona. This piece here is, you can see it from Sapan Taksin, and it's a piece by Austrian artist Naichos. This was a very beautiful piece by Lole, and I'm very proud to say that this was his first ever mural, so I'm proud. And this is a beautiful piece inspired by Thai patterns by H, a Romanian artist. But I will not show you every single wall today. I invite you to go to our website, where you can find a Google map with every single wall and with the artist's name who made it. On the last day, we had artist talks. Well, we just saw, okay, artist talks, and we were very glad to have the American photographer Martha Cooper, who is a legend in the street art field. She has been photographing street art since the 70s in New York, and since 20 years now, she's been touring the world. She's 70 now, and she still takes the plane every month to photograph every single street art festival in the world. So of course she covered the BUKRUK Urban Arts Festival. And this was the closing event, a beautiful mapping projection by Japanese artist Motomichi Nakamura, and with experimental music by Stylish Nonsense. So this event was a real success. We got so many press, international, online, offline, on TV. But the very great thing about all the press was that they were not only promoting the artist and the festival, they were often saying, like, promoting Thailand as a cultural destination. And this was our goal when we were making this festival, to change the image of Thailand on the international level with the power of the arts. And they interviewed a lot of local residents who absolutely were thrilled to see the number of tourists and passersby grow every day just to have a look at these walls. I also saw there were some bike tours organized to see the walls. And this here is a friend of mine who is a teacher in Chiang Mai, and she came all the way down to Bangkok with her entire class to tour the walls, which was great. Oops. Yes. Okay, so I invite you also